Fundraising webinar, all about helping you turn the holiday and travel bookings of your supporters into big donations for your good cause. Thanks very much for joining us today. I'm Andy Guest. I'm the Head of Accounts here at Easy Fundraising, and I'm producing this webinar. And in a moment, I'm going to be handing over to Jenny and Janine, who are going to tell you everything you need to know, because well, it's that time of year, the snow has finally arrived and most people's thoughts are turning to warm climes and getting away from here. So we're going to show you today, sorry, there's Jenny and Janine, we're going to show you why travel is such a big opportunity for your cause at the moment, and we're going to look at where you could be getting those donations from on Easy Fundraising, and we're going to show you exactly what you can do now to take advantage of this opportunity. Your supporters have registered to help your good cause raise funds, and this is the perfect time for them to be doing it, and you are the people who can help them to do it. So I'm going to hand you over now to our fantastic fundraising coaches, Janine and Jenny, and they're going to tell you everything you need to know. Over to you, Janine.
Thanks, Andy. So Jenny and I are really excited and thrilled to be here today to... Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. Good morning, or good afternoon, listeners, whenever time it is that you guys are listening to us.
So, as Andy mentioned, we're both fundraising coaches at Easy Fundraising. So it's our role to bring up all of our new good causes and charities that have recently registered and to explain Easy Fundraising to them. So we hear from them how important fundraising is to their good cause and how every single penny that you raise matters. So Jenny, I think as we've got everyone here today, can you explain a little bit more as to why this is such a great opportunity for PTA support for community groups out there?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Janine, thank you. Yes, what I'd like to do is, before we continue with the presentation, just give you a bit of insight. We had the opportunity to speak to a lot of supporters in the middle of last year. We just wanted to find out what everyone's holiday plans are for this coming year, for the year 2016. So we approached supporters of different charities and different good causes, just to get an overall view. So we spoke to people from PTAs, we spoke to supporters from football clubs, cat rescue places, church communities, school choirs, anybody. And it's really interesting. Now, I'll show you a little bit about the results as we're going through. And it's not going to be surprising when we ask you, have you got holidays plans for next year or for the year 2016? The answer is yes. As you can see here, people are going on holiday. How about you, Janine?
Right now, actually, Jenny.
My hands are so cold at the moment. Definitely. Well, here you can see on the first circle, the green bit basically represents the group of people that do have holiday plans for this year. There's a lot, isn't it? More than 75%. But when we slide over to this circle, this actually represents a group of people who have got holiday plans, but this green group here, or sorry, I should start with the pink group, they're actually got two bookings or two bits of plans to go on to this holiday or this year, and the green shows you actually people have got plans to maybe go even away even more. So a summer break, an Easter break, maybe a nice break with your husband or partner, or maybe a friend's weekend. So for you guys listening in at home at the moment, this means that 75% of the people that have already registered to your good cause or who will be coming on board will be going on holiday.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, it's absolutely really good stuff. So we then asked them, how are you going to make your arrangements? How do you book your holidays? And this will show you that about a third of the people who are going to make holiday arrangements will be using a travel website. So for example, lastminute.com or Expedia, booking.com. Another big group will actually book it online as well, but then directly with the holiday provider, such as Eurocamp. We put here First Choice, Thomson.
Yeah, I know, I've used Eurocamp in the past.
Yeah.
Going over the kids' ideal holiday.
Oh, I love that. Both those were our best holidays with the kids, especially when they were younger. I mean, there will be supporters, of your PTA or of your swimming club that will walk into the travel agent, and there will be people picking up the phone to phone the campsite directly. That's absolutely fine. But it's good to know that a lot of people will be booking their holiday online. So we asked them then, when will you be making these bookings? And this is the interesting bit.
What did it say, Jenny?
There you go. Mostly book it in January and in February. So this time of year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The pink group is the people that will be booking it right now, January, February. You see here quite a big group as well that will be booking it in March and April. So basically the first quarter of this year is when people will make their arrangements, will actually go online and make their arrangements.
So there's no time like the present, is there?
Absolutely not. No.
Telling people about this.
Yeah. So bearing in mind that we're speaking to Easy Fundraising supporters, we said, you know, are you planning to use Easy Fundraising? And they said, no, they haven't. You know, they wouldn't use Easy Fundraising when booking. I know. So our first reaction is like, well, why? And they said, well, because they didn't know. They weren't
easy as that.
Exactly as easy as that. They just simply weren't aware that they could collect a donation when they book their holiday from, you know, their online provider that they're booking it with, for it to go to their chosen charity, so to their animal rescue place. And you know, Jimmy, the donations will be enormous. We'll have a talk about that in a minute, but it's great to know. So, you know, we also asked them, would you use Easy Fundraising? And there's your answer. You know, 9 out of the 10 people say, yeah, we'd love to use Easy Fundraising to book online. You know, use Easy Fundraising before they go to Thomson or to First Choice before booking their holiday.
So that's really good news. For anybody who's worried that they're going to be asking supporters to do something they're not going to do normally, they are. They're wanting to book holidays.
Yeah.
They want to use Easy Fundraising, so you just need to tell them that that's what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really good news here. You know, it's great to know that the supporters are there.
So when you think about it, Jenny, you know, what's the most expensive item you're likely to buy this year? You know, unless you buy a car.
Well, I was going to say 2 years ago it was a car, which fortunately we don't have to do this year. And I would like to almost say, hopefully it's my holiday.
There you go. Right answer. Goes to the top of the class. So it is, you know, most people, if they're going on holiday, that's going to be the biggest spend that they'll make throughout the year. So that's going to result in a pretty hefty donation as well. And now that you know that your supporters would love to use Easy Fundraising when they book their holidays, this can massively increase how much you can raise for your good cause.
Absolutely. Should we have some examples so you can get a fair idea of what you can expect? Because I mean, we can tell you can get loads, but you probably want to know exactly, you know, what the donations will be like. So we've put some examples together, and we'll just kind of go through them. So, for example, a family of 4. You know, as you said yourself, using maybe Eurocamp, or you know, you're going to go camping in France, or maybe you're driving to Italy. You need to do that ferry crossing, and you choose to use P&O. £200, it'll probably cost you around about that. That will be a £6 donation from P&O Ferries. You know, a girly weekend, or I know, wouldn't it? Yeah, just 2 of us. Definitely. Leave the kids at home.
Oh, amazing.
Yep, leave the office. We'll go £500 city break. I mean, that's like what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bed and breakfast. You know, it'll cost you that quite quickly. But it's a £25 donation if you book it through Expedia. And this is the big one, the third one. And I know it's a lot of money that we're looking at, £2,500. And I know not everyone will be spending that amount on their holiday, but you will be surprised. You know, I mean, people do generally spend £2,500, and I mean, we see holidays go by even much more expensive than that. So just to give you an idea, a family of 4 going to Mallorca or Tenerife, you know, for a fortnight, it will cost you around about £2,500. So spending that, if they start off with Easy Fundraising, First Choice will then give you your good cause a donation of just shy of £35. Free money, you didn't have to spend an extra penny. So a couple of good causes have already been using, oh, well, not a couple, I've just picked a couple. I mean, lots of good causes. I know that wasn't a very good choice of words there. I just want to share these ones because these are real holiday bookings, real examples.
These ones that are since 2020, aren't they? These are ones that have been
in the last couple of weeks. Yep, just in the last couple of weeks. For example, there was a primary school. They've got 3 supporters who, well, they have more supporters, but they have 3 supporters who booked a holiday already in 2016, raising a donation total value of £132, which is just
amazing.
for nothing, absolutely. And that's only 3 parents of the school, so that's just the start of it.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Dragon Boat Club here, you know, a Dragon Boat Club from London, who have booked their club trip. They're planning to go somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, to be honest, but they use booking.com to make hotel arrangements. Now you think £335, that's an awful lot of money. It did spend a lot of money as well, I must say, about £6,000 on hotel rooms and other facilities. But what a way!
Yeah, and like you said, they were going to book that anyway. They
Yeah.
were probably going to use booking.com anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And just by finding out that they could book that through here, they've got £335 for that club.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could buy with that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are real examples. So shall we move and we'll go on our website and show you, you know, a little bit more about the retailers.
Yeah, because I think we need to know what retailers are out there and how you find them.
Absolutely. Right. Now, just to let you know, if you're listening in or watching this webinar via an iPad, it might be that you might not be able to see me moving to our website at the moment because we're moving screens. It's only with a couple of older versions of iPads. So I do apologise. Just keep listening in. You should be able to hear us. That's not a problem. Just might not be able to see what we're doing. But I will be popping back here onto this presentation in a minute. So just bear with me as we're moving to the website. So, I know it is, isn't it? Here we go. Right, now for you listening to the webinar, you're probably very familiar with our website. And when you log in yourself, it will give you your first name. So, hi Jennifer, or hi Mark, you support, and then the name of your chosen charity. Now, as the example on our website, I've chosen St Anne's Primary School, and this is a lady called Nicola. And don't worry, you're not looking at anything confidential. Nicola has registered at St Anne's Primary School. As you can see, they've done a fantastic job already. I mean, they've got 59 supporters.
Amazing. I don't think they've been registered that long either, have they?
It's coming up for a year. I think the beginning of February last year. So phenomenal. Almost, yeah, almost £1,000 in, you know, in the easy fundraising pot. But let's get back to the retailers, you know, about making travel arrangements, because what you're listening in at home, you probably want to know a little bit more about who are the ones that give the donations, what kind of percentages can you expect. Well, every supporter, so whether you're the person who has registered a good cause or whether you are a supporter of a good cause, everyone has got the same layout. So you can find it on the left-hand side of our bar, and then on the left-hand side where it says browse retailers. And for those who don't know this, there are actually in total 3,000 retailers that give donations. So to make it a bit easier to search for them, we've put them all in their own categories. As you go slowly over each category, you'll notice on the right-hand side, oh, sorry, that there are, you know, there's a further sub-filter. So we'll just keep scrolling down to the travel section. And here you see the full list of sub-filters. So you can search by accommodations and hotels. You could look. Oh, I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm not very good.
Have you passed your mouse driving test?
No, not my mouse driving test.
Don't ever accept a lift.
So we go to accommodations and hotels.
Yeah.
Car rental, ferries and cruises. That's where you would find P&O fares. So, which one should we have a look at?
Let's have a look at holiday packages.
Oh yeah.
I think that's one. I want to go on an all-inclusive holiday this year, please, Jenny.
Do nothing, not having to make beds, not good for the family.
Nope.
You're not going to walk the dog?
Nope.
No, there we go. There we go. Right, let's scroll down. Here you see that there's a holiday packages and there's a results list of 97. So
fantastic, isn't it?
Absolutely.
More than I thought, even.
Yeah, absolutely. It's brilliant. So lastminute.com are on there, Thomson.com, and look at the percentages. Now you'll think Thomson, only 1.75%, but as you said, when you think about, you know, know, that £2,000 holiday or £3,000, that's when you will get to your £25–30 donations for your school. Absolutely.
So, and I think, Jen, you know what, I know what they are, but there are lots of little hot air balloons. Are they nice hot air balloons actually on here? But they're new. People might not know what they are. So what do they mean?
Yeah, if you see the symbol of the hot air balloon with any of the retailers on our website, so whether it's under the holiday packages, or if you, for example, go to, let's click on accommodations and hotels, you'll find the balloons there again. It means that they are participating in a fantastic travel challenge that we've currently kicked off.
It is good.
It is brilliant, because as I told you guys earlier, that we did that survey amongst the supporters last year, knowing that most people will be booking their holiday in the next few months, we thought, well, what a great way is to you know, encourage more people to make sure that they book their holiday through Easy or via Easy Fundraising, you know, start off there to get that donation. So to encourage people even more and reward them, we set up a travel challenge, which will allow you to get even more donations. And it's those retailers with a balloon that are participating in giving you an extra donation. So do you want to find out a bit more about it?
How do you know? That was going to be my next question. Can we find out a bit more about it, Peter?
Yes, I know Janine. Janine always wants to know everything. Janine also knows. No, you know everything as well, don't you? Right, let's move then. I'm going to click on the little home symbol or our Easy Fundraising logo to get back to the home page. So here we go back to Hi Nicola, and you at home as well will have this grey bar on your home page. Every supporter who uses Easy Fundraising will have this on their own home page. And this is where you can find out the details about the Travel Around the World campaign that we're currently running. So let's click on that one, and you can start your voyage by simply clicking here. Now, in the top line it says book holidays with us, with Easy Fundraising or through Easy Fundraising. So you're not really booking it with us, but you're starting off with us. You're going to earn up to an extra 20% on top of the donation that you're already getting from the retailer.
That's good. So if you raise £100, you could get an extra 20.
So I've clicked through, and here, for example, is St Anne's Primary School, you know, and they've already got 3 stamps on their postcard, which means they've got 3 supporters that since the World Travel Challenge has kicked off in the beginning of this year, so only about 10 days ago, they've already got 3 supporters who took their summer holiday or maybe an Easter break, or, you know, like I said, it could have been that nice little break up to Scotland or a flight somewhere. They've got a stamp for it. And that means that the donations that they're going to receive from the retailers amounts to £131.75. But
Amazing itself.
I know, that's phenomenal. But then on top of that, because of the World Challenge, they're going to get another bonus of £15.81. Now, you're right in thinking, yeah, but that's not 20% of that amount. It keeps adding up. So for the first stamp, you're going to get a 5% donation. When the second person comes along, you get 10% of the total amount, and then every stamp you get another 2%. So eventually you get to 20%. So the competition, or no, it's not competition, sorry, the challenge is running till the beginning of March. I think it's the 6th of March. And no doubt more parents or more teachers will be booking their holiday, and they'll get to that 20%. But even if, you know, they got to this, it's already an extra £15 on top of that. So brilliant. So we just wanted to share that with you, and let me go back. So for those who have lost us, we're coming back to the PowerPoint slides at the moment. There we go.
So, okay, so I'm sitting at home today. I've just registered my new course, or I might be, you know, somebody who has an existing course with Easy Fundraising course. And all that sounds really good, really fantastic. You know, easy way of getting money in. But what do I actually need to do? You know, how do I get started with this? How do I take advantage of this opportunity, Jane?
Yeah, well, I would say, you know, organise your own good causes travel campaign.
Ooh, that sounds daunting. You know, for somebody who's just a volunteer of a good cause, they've perhaps not got a fundraising background, that sounds daunting. So we've got lots of things
Yes.
we're going to help them with, haven't we?
Absolutely. It's not something that you'll need to now start thinking all over on your own. We've put everything in place to help you with this. And maybe I shouldn't even say organise. I would just say start copy and pasting. Start printing, because we've already got it there. You don't need to do anything. I put a couple of symbols up. We have got pre-written email copy. We've got a pre-written Twitter post that you can instantly send out. We keep you informed by a blog as well, where you can always find the latest webinars, latest ideas that we share, feedback from people. We've got a fantastic Facebook page ourselves. So if you like Easy Fundraising's Facebook page, you can pick up ideas from that, but use your own good causes Facebook page. So, you were listening in, if you're a swimming club or if you're a football club, if you're PTA, most of you guys at home will have a Facebook page for your good cause. Use that. It's such a great way to communicate, to still tell, the story that you want to share with your supporters. And this time is going to be a travel story. We share that. And we've got ideas as well for you. So we'll move back to our website in a second to show you everything that we've got in place that you can instantly start using.
But I think what I would say for this as well, Jenny, even if you don't use Facebook, you don't send out emails, you've still got a voice.
Yes.
That is the most powerful tool that you have. Just use your voice and tell people when you need them.
You're pretty good at it, Jimmy, aren't you?
I know you put me on the spot, thanks, sir. Yeah. That's my cue to shut up.
No, but you're really, but no, you're absolutely right, Ginny. Just talking to people, if you are on the playground talking to one of the mums, or one of the dads, if you're at choir practices and you guys are having a little break, chat to each other about Easy Fundraising, because that is the best way to communicate. I mean, that's, I think, why I'm a fundraising coach, because I still like speaking to people, because I always think it's such a powerful tool.
No, in all seriousness, I am very passionate about raising money for my own children's schools, so it's important to me to get this message across to you guys as well.
Absolutely. But as we said, we have got stuff available, to send out and to share. So we'll just move back again to our website, and again apologise to the iPad users, but we'll come back in a minute. In the meantime, I'll just move over here. There we go. We'll go back up to the top of the page, click on our logo to get back to the home page, and from there we'll move to the fundraising tools that we've got available. Again, that green bar available to all the supporters. You simply have it over promote my cause, and then you click on spread the word, because basically that's what you're going to do. You're going to spread the word. You're going to tell as many people as possible that they can help you raise donations, and particularly in this time of year, you're going to focus that they can help you raise donations for public holiday, because no one's buying Christmas presents at the moment, I think. No. I'm glad we're finished. Right, so let's scroll down. We're going to travel all the way back to the bottom of the email of this page as well, but you'll find that there's bits and pieces as we go along that you might find useful as well. So posters and flyers, there's a lovely little one, with a travel theme on there. But what I wanted to bring you to is, if you keep scrolling down, so travel down the bottom of this page. Not
going to cost you anything.
No, keep going.
You can't get a donation for doing that.
No, you won't. There we go, travel tools. We've put them all together. Let's just look at them for a minute. Here you will find, for example, an A4 poster. You can simply print it out. You can upload it with your unique link, for your good cause, to let people know, how to sign up. But the poster's great. I mean, do you need any ideas where, to share with people where to put
the posters? I have a real favourite of mine, which you're going to love. You know what I'm going to say.
No, I do not.
Behind the toilet doors, you've got a captive audience for at least a couple of minutes. It's that little reminder. They will read it.
They will. And you're right. I mean, if you go by a service station along the motorway, advertisements always on the back of the door. But, without, too much funniness about it, put it up by the school secretary, places where people gather, where people are waiting maybe to collect their kids,
By the kettle.
Buy the kettle. You know, if you're in an office and you want to get your colleagues involved as well, you know, hang it up on the little kitchen door before they open up the, you know, to get their cup out of the cupboard. You know, by the front door, in the elevator. You know, if you're in a big building, anywhere. You
On
know,
the notice boards in the sports club or
absolutely.
in the playground.
Yeah. But there's little flyers as well that you can just simply print out, and don't think it has to be all singing and dancing. If you've got a black and white printer at home, that's fine. It doesn't have to be colour. What you're trying to do is get the message out there and get as many people as you can know that they can book by Easy Fundraising. And the people that have already signed up to Easy Fundraising, you know, those who are already helping you collect donation, you don't need to tell them much about Easy Fundraising. You just need to tell them that they can collect that donation when they book their holiday. And you can do that in various ways. We've got little handout cards in the shape of a luggage tag. We've got some images that you can upload on your Facebook page, maybe to go together with a Facebook post that we've pre-written, just to let people remind people that they can get these donations. I always say when we speak, and you do it as well, Janine, when you speak to good causes, you know, the best advice we give to you as a good cause who wants to use Easy Fundraising is to remind your supporters, and to remind your supporters. Because very often people, you know, I genuinely believe people are very good natured and people want to help, but they simply forget.
Definitely. So then right after kids, walking the dog, cooking the tea, when they finally get to sit down 9 o'clock at night to book their holiday, the first thing on their mind is where they're going. It's not necessarily how they're going to book it.
No.
So you need to get that message across to them. Get to Easy Fundraising.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with you. So there's a lovely little tweet here. This is one of my favourite ones, the colouring poster. And we've got a little donation estimator, kind of give you an idea, you know, how much money you could be raising. We've already done that a bit earlier on as well. So lots here for you. And just a little reminder how to go about our website. If you're ever lost, just simply click on our logo. That will always bring you to your home page.
Yes, that's good to mention there, Jenny.
Yeah, and then just go to promote my cause and click on spread the word. And then you're on the page to find whatever you need. Okay, so let's move back to the slides of the webinar.
Yeah, we could do with some top tips now.
Yeah.
A couple of things that you can do today when you finish watching this.
Yeah, stuff you can immediately take action upon, because as we said, you don't need to start now sitting and planning a campaign. Hopefully we've made that quite clear. Everything's there for you. So if Janine, out of the blue here, if it was you for your primary school, what would be the first thing you would do?
I would print off some posters, put them up in the office. I'd put them up in the staff room behind the toilet doors. So I've got the toilet doors in again for the staff toilets.
Posters.
The posters.
Posters are for you. Well, that's funny actually, because the colouring poster one, which we done at Christmas, that was the first time we actually had a colouring poster available, and it went down with storm. Particularly good causes that had a lot of involvement with children. So whether you're disabled riding school, whether you're a sports club or a nursery, they printed out a colouring poster, and we've got a new one with Travel Around the World. I just briefly pointed out to you earlier. You know, you could tie it in with a little colouring competition, for example.
And then the winners could be posters around your school or on your brownies.
Yeah.
Guides, notice board.
Absolutely. I mean, and the prizes don't have to be big. I mean, I know of one primary school that, as a prize for the colouring poster, they had a non-uniform day. Not a penny, but kids dead excited. Maybe the parents not, but you know, the kids definitely were. I think our second top tip would be share your own travel booking story.
Yeah, and I think I've got a really good example actually of somebody I spoke to recently, and I was calling her. She'd recently registered with Easy Fundraising. She was actually shopping for her holiday when I called her.
Yeah.
And she was due to spend £5,500. She was going on a big holiday with family. And with First Choice, she didn't realise that she could book that through Easy Fundraising. She hadn't had a look yet in the travel section. And that meant, after we finished speaking, she let me know she got £98 donation for her good cause. And that is phenomenal. She'd have missed out on that donation.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
So, you know, she was going to put it up on her Facebook page. page. She was going to send an email out to everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
She would tweet, but she's not on Twitter. But that's an option as well. Put it out there.
Yeah.
As many ways as you can. Share your story.
And I mean, if you've got a nice old little photo from last summer holidays, you know, add that to it. You know, I mean, I'm on Facebook myself, and you know, when I look at it, it's the ones with people that got a photo. I love looking at photos. I mean, this yesterday and on Saturday it was all about snow and all my friends being in the snow. But if I see a nice little holiday picture, particularly if it was a nice beachy one, I'll be like, oh my God, that would capture my interest. So, you know, maybe add a little photo to the fact that you've said, well, that's me going on holiday in France next year, or
drinking your wine,
eating my cheese, Janine. I don't drink that much wine, really.
Really?
No. Okay, don't trust her. Anyway, let's move on to the third top tip.
Okay.
Compare donations.
What's that then?
Well,
How do you do that?
there are several retailers. You know, for example, you've got hotels.com, laterooms.com, Expedia. Most of them will all provide the same hotel on their website. So at home, I mean, we all like to have a look around before we buy something to make sure we get a good deal. So once you know that you're going to be paying the same price for the hotel room with two different retailers, just, I would say, pick the one that gives you the better donation. You know, be smart in that as well, because that can really help you get an extra bit of money coming towards your, you know, animal rescue home or whichever good cause that you're supporting. But so when you are comparing, what I would say, remember, always go to easyfundraising before you book.
That's the important.
I think, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think those are top. I mean, we can think of loads, but you know, I'm sure you guys have got things to do at home as well. You know, so
Like book your holiday.
Let's go and book your holiday. Let's start browsing. Well, thank you very much for listening into our webinar, and hopefully it will give your fundraising for this beginning of this year, 2016, a really good flying start.
Yeah, and if you've got any questions, please do just contact our customer support team. You can contact them via the instant chat button at the bottom of the page, or you can drop them an email to us, us@easyfundraising.org.uk.
Okay, great. Well, have a great holiday if you're going yourself as well, and good luck with your fundraising. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.